two. You need to have 3 months. Okay, let's pretend all of you are done tomorrow. You got to go to Secretary of State. You have to show your completed certificate. You have to have your birth certificate. You have to have 2 pieces of mail from your residence. You have to have your mom and dad with you or a guardian. You're going to get issued your level 1 certificate. You have to drive and prove you drove 30 hours in 3 months. You can't get 30 hours in 1 day or 2 weeks or a month. It has to be 30 hours over 3 months. There's an app called Road Ready. You can write it on a piece of paper. Most of you will use the digital app. When you get into the car, you put in your name, your information, and then you hit the button and the app starts and you start driving. So it depends, Mia, on when you get your 30 hours in 3 months. Some of you will be 3 months from, okay, it's June to July is 1, July to August is 2, August to September 3. So some of you, basically, your class, you got to be done by July 22nd. So let's say all of you July 22nd, August 22nd, September 22nd, October 22nd. So for some of you, you'll be in my October class. Some of you won't be. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. Honey, we're going to Vegas. We're not worried about you getting your permit. We're going to go see grandma and gamble. Or, you know what? You got bad grades. We're going to wait. Or you talk mean to your dad. We're going to wait. Your parents have the power, not me. Or some of your parents, we already made an appointment because we know you're a scary teen. You go tomorrow and you're going to drive from the Secretary of State to grandma's house. Some of your parents are going to be very assertive. Some of your parents are going to be really laid off. Oh, no, you're not ready. Okay? Every parent is different. Let me answer the next question. I already talked about how long we have to wait for segment 2. 3 months from the day you go to Secretary of State, but you have to have 30 hours in 3 months. It could be 4 months. It could be 5 months. It could be 6 months. Some of you are not ready. Some of you are barely 14.9. Some of you are 15. Put in how old you are. I'll read the questions. Put how old you are into the chat. I've already answered the question about segment 2. Segment 2 is 3 days. We learned about crash avoidance, defensive driving, gift of life. Every state is a little bit different. I can't speak on New York. I can't speak on Las Vegas. Okay? I can't speak on Illinois. Every state is different on what they cover, on what they deem is. California's different. Any good study techniques? What you're doing now, all of you know how to study. You're taking AP classes. You're writing essays. I'm sorry, you're using DeepSeek. You're using ChatGTP. But your teachers have AI readers. They're not stupid. So you study. You go over the testing material. We'll do a Quizzy. We'll do a Kahoot. You will be ready. But if you're lazy, you're going to struggle. And some of you are lazy. Some people procrastinate. Why do we need to enter the first available lane? It facilitates a smoother flow of traffic. Let's pretend there's a triple right turn. If you go to the widest lane, you might cut off traffic. You always want to turn in the nearest lane. It facilitates a smoother flow of traffic. If the first lane is full, then you go to the second lane. If the second lane is full, then you go to the third lane. Good question, Robert. How far should we start to slow down? Usually 4 cars, 5 cars. Every car is different. Some cars stop really fast, have a touchy brake. Some cars don't slow down really fast. You've got to squeeze it. We are driving the OG Impala. It's a bigger vehicle. The brakes are soft. Wear thin sole shoes. How long do I have to wait to pass my test and have all of my tires before I can? It depends on when you sign up for your drives. It depends on if you missed any class days. It depends on, we have 6 weeks to get you guys done. Some of you are going to wait to week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. because you have family obligations, you have band, you have basketball camp, you have football camp. Some of you don't have anything going on at all. So what I need you to do is try to get in when you can. Ideally, you want to have 2 drives every 5 days, every 7 days, every 9 days. There are 20 I'm driving. Usually, if we were in person, I would drive 26, lose my mind, and I have backup driver, he would drive 10. He or she would drive 10. So we're trying to work smart. Don't play video games all night. Don't stay up all night, because when you drive the next day, you're going to be tired. Okay? So it depends on when you sign up for driving. It depends on days you may have missed. It depends on when you can get to the Secretary of State. Most Secretary of States, you can go online and make an appointment. But some of you are like, Mama, Dad, can you sign me up? No, you do it yourself. I don't know how to do that. So it's called responsibility. How far up do I have to start turning onto a new road? It depends on your speed. It depends on how long the front end of the car. A Jeep has a smaller front end than a semi-truck. A semi-truck has a longer front end than a small car. So it depends on how long your front end is and how sharp the curve is or turn. Good question. After all 6 drives, can we drive with the parent and then 3 months get our permit, right? You can drive with a parent or guardian, but remember, mom and dad do something. It's called work. They have a job if you want to be with me, because you're expensive. So they work. They're not going to want to drive after work. They're tired. How about you clean up, vacuum, do laundry? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Well, I guess they're going to wait till the weekend. And then you're only going to get a half an hour. You see where I'm going with this. If you want to have your parents drive you, how about you clean up the house? How about you cut that grass? How about you vacuum? How about you do laundry? Clean up dog poop and cat poop, right? Clean the tub, clean the toilet, okay? Because you all want something. Your parents want to see you drive, but they're tired when they come home. And they're not going to want to ride with you. They're sleepy, they're tired. Cook dinner, order dinner, surprise your mom and dad, okay? So it depends on your parents. I'm not your parent, okay? My daughter took it. Dad, I got to get ready for my road test. I'm like, oh, Dad, make time for your daughter. She got on me. My son, he was going between football camps, get ready to go to college. Dominic, are you okay? Dominic's like, bruh. Come on, Dominic. Real talk. So it depends on your parents, right? And I'm saying this with honesty and sincerity, because every parent is different. Some of your parents are ready. How long do we drive for when we drive during our scheduled drives? If it's 3 hours. If there are 3 people and it's 3 hours, each of you drive an hour. You have to have an hour of driving, and then the person behind you observes. So you have to have 6 hours, 4 hours of observation. You have to take your test. You have to make all classes. I'm just looking through the questions. Type in what you learned, please and thank you. I'm looking at your ages: 14, 15, 17, 14, 14, 15, 15, 15, 25. No, I'm joking. It's all good. But everyone's different. Driver's education is very expensive. And as a result, some people wait till they're 16 or 17, or some people wait till they're 18. Everyone is different. We're not judging. Maybe you had a bad accident and your parents only have one car and maybe mom and dad's on a fixed income. You might have to wait till you're 18. Okay? It's really a big investment and it's getting more and more expensive every year. Okay? And I believe in Florida, they've increased their requirements. Thank you. They've increased their requirements to learn how to drive because a few short years ago, we only needed 4 hours of driving. We didn't have the graduated license. We didn't have segment two. But as a result, more young people were dying. So people lobbied the state. We need to change the driving requirements. Too many people are losing their life. So most states in the United States have some type of graduated license. It's not a money grab because my salary, gas, insurance, operating costs are more. Don't think the school is not making money. They are, but it's a big financial responsibility with insurance, this Zoom link. This is a business account. This is not a private Zoom account. They're praying the company's doing well. And then the driver's ed cars, fuel, tires, brakes. This is digital. Okay? So there are hidden costs, and a lot of you don't see that. I don't work for free. I want to let you know that. I don't work for free. Got to pay. Okay? So, but the reward is getting you guys out, meeting your parents, saying hi, and then seeing all of you be successful. And I will meet your parents. I will say hi because I want your parents to know that I'm going to do a really good job and I'm going to support you and help you. Give me 1 second, please. Guys, listen, we really had a good discussion, and I'm going to share some other information just to get them ready. And I'm going to share this with you to help you. And if you have questions, you need to put those in. It doesn't matter how old you are. Learn how to drive. I will help you. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm going to help you become successful. And that's what it's all about. So I'm going to go through some information in neighborhoods, school zones. I'll share this with you. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share. I want to share this with you. Okay, this will help all of you. Brandon and Charlie went through neighborhoods. Drive like you live here. Don't speed through neighborhoods. Cover the brakes. Slow down. If I were you, I'd take a couple of quick notes. What are we going to do today? You're going to learn about how to make right turns, how to make left turns. What are the risks in neighborhoods? Okay, how do I still need to see to be safe? Yes. You got to see. You got to look ahead. Does the little girl or boy see you? Do you see them? Look in their eyes. Risk in neighborhoods. You should write down a couple of these because I'm going to ask you some questions. Here are the risk in neighborhoods. Other cars, school buses, cyclists, joggers, children, pets, and their owners. I have a dog. She knows the car. When I pull up, she's at the window. And she's ready to come through the class. I'm telling her, calm down. She'll run out in the middle of the street. So we don't want to let her come out. You have to guard your pet. It does take time when you learn how to drive. It takes patience. Driving in Detroit, driving in New York, driving in Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, California. Every area has different challenges and opportunities. So again, what are the risks? Other cars, school buses, cyclists, joggers, children, pets, and their owners. School buses, what are the risks? Children might be thinking about getting out of school. They don't care about you and me. They see mom, they're going to run across the street. Next, children play near school buses. Children may arrive late. They don't look. They're going to run across the street right in front of you. Yellow lights on school buses. The bus is preparing to stop. Slow down. But motorists don't. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to stop. What do the flashing red lights means and the extended arm? Stop at least 20 feet. The quickest way to get a ticket and kill someone and get a fine and 3 points, you run the red flashing lights on a school bus. All of you are school bus age. Stop playing. So again, red flashing lights and the stop arm extended, 20 feet. You don't follow the rules, you could kill someone, $250 fine and 3 points. School zones. What are the potential risks? Distracted kids, distracted parents. They don't care about you driving. They're trying to get to work. They don't care about you leaving football practice. They got to get dinner. So you got to pause for a second. School zone, speed limit is never more than 25. Some school zones are 15. Some school zones are radar and speed camera covered. I'll say it again. Some school zones are radar and speed camera enforced. Drivers must yield to pedestrians in the cross and follow the directions of the crossing guard. The crossing guard will say, stop. So you need to be aware. Bicyclists, new riders may not be balanced yet. Riders are playing in the street. They're not paying attention. So if you're speeding in the neighborhood, I'm going to look at you. I'm going to say, you need to stop. You're not paying attention. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for us not to speed. This could be your little brother, your little sister. Slow down. Give the kids grace. Plus, all the mothers are on Facebook. Yes, there's that car again. That's Samantha speeding. That's Savannah speeding. Okay? They know who you are. And they're going to take a picture of your license plate and post it. They're driving reckless. I need an officer over here. You can be doing everything right. It's true. Bicyclists, safety and legal driving must not pass any closer than 3 feet. Must yield to bicyclists riding in the bike lane. You got to yield. Don't ride in the bike lane. It's for bikes only. Duh. I got to get my soundboard. Must yield for a bicyclist operating lawfully in a crosswalk. It's true. Failure to yield the right of way to a bicyclist resulting in a crash is a $1,000 fine and 3 points. You don't really want that blood on your hands. Bicyclists have a job too. They should have a helmet on. They should be riding with the flow of the traffic. A lot of them don't. They should have the blinking red light on the back, the white light on the front. Let's talk about pedestrians, legal and safe driving. More than 3,000 pedestrians annually, they're in crashes. More than 80% of crashes involving a serious injury or fatality. You are a vehicle operator. You need to yield. If you hit someone, it's your fault. Well, they were walking on the side of the road. I didn't see them. Don't care. Most pedestrian-related crashes occur in urban areas, most frequently between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. Most of you get out of school 2:30, 2:35, 3:10. You got young drivers driving. Almost 30% of drivers involved in pedestrian crashes are new drivers. I'm only reading a couple more. This has 61. Okay, so new drivers have more crashes because they are new. And remember, I told you this is the 100 most deadliest days of the summer. Keegan put that emoji that was crying. It's true, Keegan. The most 100 deadliest days of summer are now. We have new drivers, teens, 20s, 30s. They haven't been on the interstate. They haven't been on the I-94, I-80 corridor. They haven't driven 3 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours. It's a lot. Pedestrians and safe legal driving. must come to a complete stop when a pedestrian is crossing the crosswalk. Come to a complete stop. S-T-O-P. Must not pass the vehicle that is stopped into pedestrian cross, because that's how people get killed. They don't see the other vehicle coming. When turning right or left, must yield to a pedestrian in the crosswalk. We all know how that feels. We're walking, a car is getting ready to turn, and they almost run us over. Joggers, pet walkers, and other pedestrians, the risk. Driving in neighborhoods, what will you do? Entering and exiting a driveway, use a right turn, use a left turn. You're supposed to turn on your blinker. Do we really need to use the blinker? Yes. There are kids riding mopeds. Grandma is jogging. Grandpa's got his new e-scooter that goes 40 miles an hour. It's true. A lot of people are injured on those scooters. It's true. Making a right turn at a stop sign. Stop, look left, look right. Check your mirror. Making a left turn. You stop. You look left. You look right. Good drivers do this. Well, my mom doesn't stop. I'm not teaching your mom. My dad doesn't stop. I'm not teaching your dad. They are set in their ways. We're not judging mom and dad. They've been driving 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This is you. But I learned that from my mom. I'm not teaching your mom or your dad. Son, son, daughter, daughter. Pulling into traffic from a side street. This is really scary. You got to move up. It's called showing the car. You got to look left. You got to look right. Okay. Brandon and Charlie did a good job of moving the car forward. They looked left. They look right. Speed bumps and potholes. They will make you lose control of the car. Roundabouts. If we're going to the right, we turn on our right turn signal. If we're going straight through, we do not need a turn signal. And also, I had the guys in the parking lots. They were doing perpendicular parking. I had them backing in. All of you will do the same. Type in 3 things you learned from me going over this particular lesson, this particular activity. I'm looking for specific things. Driving in neighborhoods. I went over specific things. This is from Unit 5. I'm taking more time to teach you, and I'm expecting you to drive at a higher level. You do that right now. Type in 3 things you learned. I will get the activity ready. Guys and ladies, thank you. It was a great day. Look at the video. I appreciate you. Leave comments. Sign up for a coaching call. Click the link in the bio. Bye.